things happen for a reason. It already happened. Let it go. Let it go. Because I know what has us thinking majority of the time is when things happen in a negative way, or things that we never thought would happen to us happened. And you ask yourself so many questions like, hey, why me? Why me? Why did this happen to me? And you're not going to know the reason at the moment. You're not going to know why it happened to you at this very moment. But months, years later, you will understand why you went through that phase or that episode in your life. I can give you a few examples. For instance, let's say you really like this guy. You thought everything was going to go well. You guys both had a mutual chemistry, or you guys both liked each other. You guys go on a first date. Things apparently didn't go well. You know, it was pretty, let's say it was awkward, or the connection, the vibe just was not there. But it's normal, you know. First day, it could get a little awkward, especially not seeing each other for years, or just meeting each other for the first time, and so forth. And then you guys go home and say bye to each other, you know, letting each other know that you guys enjoyed the night. And then once you get home, you know, no text, no call from him. You wake up the next morning, no text, no call. Okay. The next morning, it's day 3 now. No text, no call. That just shows that you pretty much got rejected, right? But what you should keep in mind is rejection is protection. It happened for a reason. Of course you didn't want that to happen to you. That was your crush. You wanted things to proceed. You know, especially after being single for so long, or just freshly starting a new relationship, a new potential relationship after just leaving your old relationship, trying to see where things could progress, and it went nowhere. You pretty much got ghosted on. I know how devastating that could be. You know, there's no closure. And sometimes reaching out is not needed. But I know us humans, we tend to, at the moment, we just need answers and answers. Like, we need to know why this happened. Why did he or she do this to me? But what we should think in the back of our mind is, no response or no text is an answer. It's an answer. And at that moment, we're not going to understand why it happened, but I'm going to repeat it again. Rejection is protection. God didn't have that destined to happen to you. God didn't have that relationship destined to happen or to proceed. And I know it hurted you at that moment, you know, whatever happened to you. I know it hurted you. I know you had so many questions to ask, like, why me? Why is this happening to me? When is this going to be over? How many times is this going to happen to me? There's so many questions that are running through your mind, and I know how bad the anxiety can kick in sometimes. But it all happened for a reason. It was not a mistake that you went through these phases or episodes in your life. Things happen in our life for us to understand our purpose on this earth. It happened. It already happened. And we have to let it go. We cannot continue to stay stuck in the same situation. Of course, it's going to cross our mind from time to time. But what we should do is find a coping mechanism to overcome it. Because, you know, everything happens for a reason. You know, there's no mistake, nothing. We are on this earth on a mission. You know, we don't know exactly what's going to happen. We can't predict how our day is going to happen. I know a lot of people are like, hey, 2025 is going to be my year. It may be your year, or it may not be your year. we cannot predict. We just have to go with the flow and let things happen. And I want to end off this video with, it already happened. Let it go. It already happened. Let it go. Let that sink in and just think about things that you've went through in your life and see and just understand how it has changed you as a person. Let that sink in.